Whoa, what? When did you learn this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Hello everyone, and welcome back to our Not So Berry Let's Play. We are on Peach Generation with Peony, and she is on academic probation. Ah! She has one more class, and then she graduates, and for some reason the dorms kicked us out, so I moved her to Magnolia Promenade, which I know is like known as a super boring world, but I really like this world, especially because I built a bunch of apartments and duplexes and all of those things in it, and I just think it looks nice. And I know the For Rent pack just came out. I don't have it because guess what? I'm an average person with an average salary. You know, it's the holidays, so I spent a lot of my money on gifts for other people instead of myself. So once I've saved it up enough, I will get it. But until then, we are pretending, as we do in Sims, all the time. Also, I brought Peony's twin sister Bridget to come and live in this apartment, and you'll probably hear me call Bridget Peony's cousin because that's how they were raised. Like, she was raised as Jonathan's sister, and that's really complicated. And she's a vampire. So, long story with both of those, but I'll explain later. Oh, also, I'm so grateful to all of you who have subscribed. As of recording this, I have 15, which is like a ton of people. I know, like, on YouTube, it's not like a ton of people, but like, I'm talking to you as a real person in real life. And if even half the people watch this video, like they did the last video, like, that's at least 40 to 50 people that I'm actually talking to. So it's different, but it's a good difference. So thank you guys for watching. Here we are. So let me give you a quick tour. Honestly, it's pretty ugly as far as like apartments go, but to be honest, they usually are. So, um, then we have each of these apartments. So each of them have really boring wallpaper and pretty generic carpet, and the very basic unit for kitchens and stuff. I did put beds for all the roommates that are moving in because I felt kind of bad. But like in real life, when you move into an apartment, usually it's not furnished, at least as an adult. If it was like university apartments, then they probably would be furnished, but most apartments come with the bare necessities and then nothing else. Which is why Peony's room is completely empty. So let's see. This is Jonathan's room. Anas. Holden is her friend from childhood. I'm gonna have to give him hair. Bridget is up here with nobody. Here's Elisa and Aria, which are two of her other friends. That's where we're at. She and Jonathan are gonna want to furnish this, obviously. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Before I go into build by, I just want to make sure I pull out her keyboard. Obviously, she's gonna want that. Her laptop. We probably want to have a desk. And then she also has this. Okay, guys. I'm recording myself over the speed build just because, well, speed build. It's not really speed build. I just sped up the footage because I spent like 30 minutes on it in real life, and none of you want to watch this for 30 minutes, right? So I'll go through and give a tour at the end. But I thought I could talk about this whole Bridget situation and explain what's going on. So basically, my previous gen, Lotus, she was pink gen. She used to be with Juliet, and they had twin baby girls. And at the time, I wasn't recording this series yet, and I was playing lots of different saves with lots of different babies and toddlers, and I got fed up with it and had enough, so I gave Bridget to Lotus's brother. Not my finest moment. Um, so I felt really guilty as a player. So I had them go and visit Hart and Jonathan and Bridget and everything all the time, which backfired because Juliet and Hart started developing romance and I didn't realize it. I was so mad when I found out. So I decided to let them kiss and just see if it would develop into something or not. And of course, as Sims, they went straight up to woohoo. So Lotus broke up with Juliet and everything, and Juliet moved in with Hart and has had several children since then. So, anyways, they've like made up. That whole thing has happened. That's good. They've worked through their issues. So Bridget was raised as Peony's cousin and as Jonathan's sister, but they know that they are twins. But that's why I call Bridget her cousin, because they were raised as cousins. Also, when I aged Peony and Bridget up the other episode, we found out that Bridget is a vampire. And I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but Peony's grandmother, Ashley, is a vampire. So I think what happened is she drank her blood, or Bridget asked to be a vampire. I don't know. Wasn't controlling them, didn't notice whenever it happened. So she's a vampire and she's living with us. And I think it's going to be really fun having Jonathan and Bridget like in the apartment complex and just being able to see them all the time. It's so fun to have like cousins and sisters around when you're still going to university and stuff. Plus, it's easier for me because I don't have to remember to visit, so it's great. Let's see. I thought I had a lot more written. I guess not. Well, it's almost the holidays, so that's really exciting. Happy holidays to everybody. Stay safe, have a nice time with friends, with family, or with yourself, whatever like your situation is. It's great. And also to all of you who are in school and going through finals or have finished all your finals, good luck. I hope you did great. And I also hope you take some breaks, from studying to let your brain just have a moment to relax, reset. I have graduated. I'm not in school anymore, but I remember the pain of finals. And I don't think we're even going to get to school time in this video with Peony, but when it's time for her finals, it's going to be awful. So, there you go. Here's the apartment. We have Peony's little corner there where she can practice her music and her comedy. Then we have the shared table. There's just two of them, so if he has a laptop, he can bring it and do his homework there. And then they spend all their money on a TV and they don't have a couch, which is fine. You walk into the room and this is Cop and Llama, probably her favorite TV show right now. Her little like closet area and then her bed. And then this is Jonathan's space. This is stuff that he all brought actually. And then he has a soccer ball. So yeah. Also, totally stole several things from the university fridge. So I'm gonna put them in our fridge. I wanted them to go to like a water park. I don't even know if we have a water park. We're gonna bring everyone. Except for you. Sorry. Advaith. I don't even know if I invited you to be our roommate. Here, you can be our roommate. Then it makes sense why you're here. I know I made one. Yeah. Hive Water Park. No idea why. I need to give Emily all of these. Poor Sims. There, now they all have hair. Hooray. Oh, and then I'm gonna have Peony swim. So So this will be fun. Just these guys talking. This lady was doing a cross stitch. She's like, I want to be I want to be a detective. I'd have a police car and everything. And he was like, that sounds kind of crazy, but you know, cool. Oh, she found out he's an art lover. Alright, she needs to swim somewhere so that she can get this check mark. There she goes. She did the thing she really loved. Okay, it is getting pretty late for being at the pool. The sun has gone down. Ah, you're gonna bike? Seems dangerous. I'm like, brush your teeth, get ready for bed. Oh, I guess you could take a nap. I'll probably wait until like 3 and then have her take a nap. Why don't you get ahead on probation? Why don't you get ahead on your homework because you learned your lesson and you really want to be a detective, and guess what? You can't unless you graduate. She's trying to do homework. Go away. She's like, my gosh, 2 a.m. Party. Hallelujah. And us, can you not eat at the keyboard? Let's see, what time does she have class on Monday? 11 to 12. Oh, she's gonna be late to her first day of work, which is not great. That's okay. What are they doing? Are they like upgrading it? That'd be nice. Upgraded TV. That's why there are so many channels. Wait, and they upgraded this too? Yeah, they did. Holy frick. Can someone upgrade my bed? That'd be nice. Juliet, do you want to hang out tonight at the nightclub at 2:30 p.m.? No. But I'll come visit home. I think that would be nice. Bring Jonathan and Bridget over for dinner at with the family. That'd be nice. Alright, I saw that Fierro has aged up into a child, which is kind of sad because his bid is a toddler bid. Well, Lotus is gonna come in here. Here he is. Okay. Oh, Fierro. I'm gonna let him look like that. That's fine. Giggles is an elder. Her little baby pet fox is now an elder. Aw, he's so cute. Oh, there's the door. Cute. And we need to get our photo with the last gen. Yay! Oh gosh, I think she burns when she's in the sun. That's such a yikes. Nice. Oh, and I love this house. There's fireflies. She'd definitely come over and be like, hey Patchy, how are you doing? You know, I kind of had this idea, because the whole thing with Patchy in the background was that as a child, her he was like her imaginary friend and he'd come to life. And then Lotus is the one who made him like real, like a person. Like her love made him a person, and they woohooed, and that's where Fiero came from. And I almost want to say that Fiero also becomes his best friend as his like dad, and it makes him into a real person, like a real like a sim. It makes him into a sim, and I think I'm gonna do that. Fiero can live with his dad, and that would just be nice. And he'll be like really young because he was an immortal scarecrow for a long time. Yeah,
Dag dag. So.
he's just watching her send bees into the universe. Oh, you know how funny that is.
Oh, oh, vadish.
Starter vegetables, sweet.
Nina.
Nice. She just finished writing the comedy routine. I wonder if I can see its quality. Poor. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and refine it. Now it's normal. But guess what she learned from last semester? Normal's not good enough. It has to be great or outstanding. Looks like my time here is at an end. With age comes new adventures. What? Okay. Thanks for being here, Holden. Aw, he came to give her a hug before he left. Oh, that one's poor. This one's excellent. I guess this one doesn't exist anymore. Okay, flip market. Is that rent? Someone just paid me rent. Your roommates all paid rent. You gained 133 from each, for a total of 931. You know, that's not bad. Alright, let's go to the flea market. Okay, I'm gonna take Holden because he just moved out. Arya and Anas. Oh, that's a nice couch. Are you kidding me? And look, 2 matching lamps. Are you the... Okay, the garden shop owner, but I need the person who's manning these. 25% off. I'm buying this couch though. And both lamps. What a steal. You know what? I think she likes this chair. Brilliant. Whoa, what? When did you learn this? Oh, I guess she grew up there, didn't she? Or no, she grew up in the country, but country and line dancing. That's so interesting. Alright, let's put this couch in. It's actually not a bad couch. Like, holy cow. And she bought 2, but she'll just keep it in there. Where are these from? Cool. Free lamps. Oh, are they from her getting that job last episode? Holy cow. This is crazy. She like needs this for her job. Maybe she shouldn't let people in her room anymore. Is this like a workstation? Is it just a normal desk though? Holy cow. It's nice. Peony's like, yeah, all I have to do for my job is friendly interactions. Oh man. Oh, who spilled the stuff all over the floor? She's like, I'm going to my room, man. He's just hanging out with her today, and he's like, dang, girl, your room is like not what I was expecting. She's like, oh, what were you expecting? And he was like, I don't know, some low-key desk, maybe? Not some high-tech workstation with things about the globe going on. It's crazy. Reread it again. What do you mean you can't reread it?
New beam.
My bed's in the way. Are you actually for real? Hey! I was in the middle of reading that. Well, I guess you can sing in the shower. That'll be nice. Oh, was it her? She ate food and then puked everywhere? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! That's so bad. She comes out, she's like, Bridget? Ask to date. Breaks the tension by asking if she's pregnant. So are you guys, like, dating? Whoa. Oh, poor Anas. Looks like he's okay. She's like, you look a little tired. Are you okay?
Vroom. Huh.
Zarb's canoe. Merv's to Fuchsia.
She's like, I'm fine. She's like, okay. That was mildly terrifying. Jonathan's like, everyone keeps doing crazy stuff, and someone even threw up all over the place, and now I have to clean the whole house. Ugh, it can never be sanitized enough. She's like, okay, can you not sanitize right while I'm eating, though? Like, I don't want to die. Jonathan, are you okay? See, I told you. He's just so frustrated about roommates. Take your notes. Mail's been delivered. We owe 2,000. And all our roommates paid us about 1,000, so like almost half. That's pretty good. My boss is calling. Should I pick it up? No! I told you I'm coming in late because I have class today. Okay, you're gonna come pay the bills really fast after your class, okay? And then you're gonna go to work. 3 hours late! Go, go, go! She looks so cool. You know what? I'm gonna call it here, so I'm gonna save. But thank you all for watching. This episode was very eventful. She's well on her way to becoming a detective and very prepared for her classes this week, so Next episode, I think I'll just breeze through the school part. They might stay here, they might move, it all depends. We'll see what happens. So, thank you all for watching and bye!